Good morning, Year 12. I hope you're all well and staying safe and looking after yourself. We are going to be continuing as normal and doing our Friday assembly. So this is our first one, but every week, well, aside from next week, it's Easter, every week I'm going to be uploading an assembly for the week. Hopefully you can watch it or not watch it, but just going to be talking about some things, doing some challenges, and just keeping a sense of normality here. Because obviously, we've been living this life, this new way of life now for 2 weeks. And I hope that you're all well, I hope that you're staying safe, I hope you're adapting to the change, but I hope that we're following the change. And that's my message for you today, really. This is going to end, but in the meantime, it's so important that you are following the guidance from the government and that you are staying at home. I know how tempting it is to be meeting outdoors, especially as we see the weather improving, but what I want to do is emphasise that it is simply not safe for you to do so. So the messages at the moment remain to be that young people are considered to be super carriers, which means that every time you mix socially, you can put the health of someone in your family at risk. If you're someone that feels that you are struggling or you need extra support in any way, please get in contact with myself or any member of the sixth form team. That's our job. We're still here to support you anytime that it's needed. And we're also continuing to keep in contact with our students and their families, and we'll be calling you for updates as often as we can. So I hope that you've managed to find some enjoyment over the past 2 weeks, such as spending more time than usual with your loved ones. I hope that you're managing to keep yourselves busy with varied activities, which is so important right now. And what we're going to talk about today is this idea of well-being and looking after yourself. And for me, the best way to do that is by keeping your mind and your body as active as possible. And so for those of you who aren't sure how to go about this is what I recommend. So follow my CAP anagram by trying to do something creative, something academic, and something physical every day. So C, something creative. So for me, this could be learning a new instrument, learning a new language, drawing, baking a cake, painting, writing poetry, creating your own TikTok, or challenging Mr. Freeman and Mr. Arnett on their top 11 challenge on Twitter and their toilet roll challenge. We need to show off the creative skills of our wonderful Year 12 cohort, so please keep emailing me pictures, videos and messages telling me about what you're doing, what creative things are you doing, any videos of you making TikToks or doing these challenges, send them to me. I love to keep involved and hearing regular updates from you, and I can post these on the school Instagram and the school Twitter to maintain that sense of sixth form community that we are so lucky to have at the Elmgreen sixth form. So secondly, A, something academic. Now obviously you guys are at a really pivotal point of your academic careers, so you need to be ensuring that you're checking Google Classroom daily and making sure that you're undertaking the tasks that teachers have set you. I've said already that this will end, and when it does, you need to be in a position to come back to school ready to learn alongside your peers and not at a disadvantage. So well done to those of you who I've seen posting their work or I've been given feedback from your teachers to say how brilliantly you're doing on submitting and resubmitting and redrafting work, often sending work in well ahead of the deadline. That is being recognised, and we'll do some shout-outs shortly. But it is an enormous task for the teachers to move online, and it's not without its own challenges. So please be assured that your teachers are working hard to keep quality education, but also make sure that you are being diligent by communicating with your teachers and completing tasks that have been set. And be aware, specifically for Year 12, be aware that after Easter, teachers are going to be starting the process of writing their references, so their tutor references and also their subject references. So as much evidence as that you can generate now, the better. It's on you, really. So get demonstrating the work that you're doing. And lastly, P, something physical. So whilst we aren't able to go out and socialise, that can't happen as normal, physical exercise can and should be part of your daily routine. So an obvious example, but Joe Wicks is doing an amazing daily workout for young people on YouTube. So get up, get on, get started. We're also really lucky now with this difficult time that a range of amazing companies, like some of the top fitness companies, dance companies, sports in the world, or in the UK at least, are opening up their fitness resources to all of us for free. I know I've been using it. I've been trying to keep that sense of normality in my house, but I really recommend signing up to them. So on YouTube, if anyone's interested in starting or continuing yoga, there's Yoga with Adrian. I've also been doing lots on Instagram, so Barry's Bootcamp, who are like really good. They're doing 3 classes a day, I think. So that's Barry's Bootcamp, sign up to them. OT Mabuse from Strictly is doing dance classes every day. Hot Pod Yoga and One Rebel UK are others that I'd really recommend. So get on Instagram, there's so much. I'm sure you know that already. But make sure that you're doing at least one physical activity a day, because this is so important for your physical, your mental health, and having some sort of structure is absolutely crucial to us all at this time. So to keep this positivity up, I've got some shout outs to some individuals who've been recognised for their hard work and their diligence whilst they've been away from school. So these are purple tickets that have been awarded in your absence. I'm just going to read them out. So we've got Samuel for media studies from Mr. Hercott. We've got Amara from me for being really proactive whilst she's absent from school and contacting us. Diana from Miss Bennett in history. Melanie from Miss P. West in sociology. Pamela from Mr. Sando for your academic article. Catherine for the same reason. Sylvia for the same reason. Pamela again from Miss K. West for sociology. Pamela's doing very well here. Kate from Miss P. West for sociology. Ralston from me for being really proactive in enabling access to work. Ellie from Mr. Sando for academic articles. Nicole from Miss P. West for sociology. Brittany from Miss K. West for sociology. I think that's it. I mean, that was the email that was sent out this morning. And that's just what we got, within an hour or so. So I'll keep doing that every week. And there'll be lots more to follow, I'm sure. But also, we've got a newsletter that is being sent out. So this is like the kind of ternary one, but we are going to start doing this as a weekly item. And this week in particular, there's lots of notices, lots of opportunities, including a really good one from Mr. Sando. For anyone that wants to be a subject prefect, if you're interested in that, please have a look in the newsletters. All the information is in there, but it's a great opportunity to put something, on your personal statements. Again, we're going to be starting after half term, whilst we're absent from school, so getting experience even whilst we're not in school. And lastly, a personal challenge from me. So every assembly, I'm going to be setting a weekly challenge with a shout out and potentially a prize to be confirmed to the best entry. So the first challenge, which is actually a 2-week challenge because of Easter, but the first challenge that we're going to do, set today, right now, is Ready, Steady, Cook. Yeah. So you're going to have 4 ingredients, and your job is to create the most imaginative and delicious recipe. So evidence, the way that you're going to do this is by sending over the evidence to me. So I want evidence of you creating it and evidence of the final product. And that must be submitted to myself and the sixth form team either by email or on Google Classroom. So I will then judge the entries and announce the winner, okay? And I'll put loads of stuff all over Twitter and Instagram. So send in your process, send in your products. And your ingredients are, for this one, eggs, potatoes, any sort of potatoes, tomatoes in any form, so tinned, fresh, sun-dried, and a meat or vegetable of your choice. So vegetarians out there, you don't have to do meat, but one meat or one vegetable of your choice. That's eggs, potatoes, tomatoes, and a meat or veg of your choice. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get some of the teachers to do it as well, but I want you to do it too. So send me what you've created. The more, I don't know, the wackier the better. Okay, but it has to taste good too. The winner will be announced in our next assembly, which is actually a long way away, so after Easter, on the 24th of April, so that's loads of time to get creative. So I'll leave it there for today, but I intend to deliver this as we normally would to ensure that our sixth form spirit, which we are all so proud of, is retained, grows stronger and emerges from this in better times. So I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.